This episode of Bussin' with the Boys, is presented by Barstool Sports.
I'm about to begin loving you. Spit on your hand and stroke my cock at a medium pace. Welcome to Bussin' with the Boys.
Play with my balls and tell me how big they
Were we dude, that song is so funny, dude. Shouts to Adam Sandler. Were you recording that whole time? Okay, good, because I didn't know if that was gonna be the intro of the song or not. We're going over whether it's gonna be, what the fuck am I even saying? Whether it's gonna be,
It could be part of it. It could be an outtake.
yeah, but
You know
I'm
what I
saying
mean?
like, but we're not gonna obviously go and say, hey, Adam Sandler, can we use your song? Because then that costs money, dude. And then you go from having money to no
know.
longer having money, and it's
Like,
not
hey, you
tight.
can't run this. You got to take this off. Like,
Yeah.
it messes us all up.
Dude, we might even get pulled just for that.
Yeah.
But Quaker City Nighthawks, shout out, no free shout outs to Quaker City Nighthawks. Honestly, that song's dope. Is that the same song?
No, Some of Adam Blues. That one's Some of Adam Blues, and the other one is Cold Blues. So here's Cold Blues.
Have you heard? Yeah, that's the
ours,
piece right there.
And then I like it more when it gets going a little more.
Yeah. It starts with one little thing, keeps adding up, progression.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, no free shout outs, but shout out to Drew Dixon, dude. I don't know why that Drew Dixon, that made me think of that.
Is he in the band?
He's in a band. He's got long hair. He works at Tin Roof. Shout out to Tin Roof. No free shout outs, but like he's got that kind of vibe, that like grungy rock. Sounds pretty good too. Let me see if they got a little piece on here, dude. But you're at part 2 of the Welcome Back podcast, dude. Honestly, if you're wondering, it's the same exact night as the last podcast. It's literally 15 minutes later. But you only do hour podcast because why? Because when we started podcast, people said the sweet number is an hour. Don't go over an hour because then people, like, unless you're Joe Rogan, no one gives a shit after an hour, dude. No one gives a shit.
Then people wanted it. People wanted it more.
Yeah.
Then you drop something that were 30 minutes, and it'd be like, yo, you guys cheated me out half an hour.
It's fucking bullshit.
But that was the problem, too. Not really a problem, like a bad problem, but when you backlog, there's no going back.
Here's
There's no going back.
Here's the problem. There's never a problem, dude. Because you're a tiny puppies, okay? And we love you so much, dude. Like the core, that dope fan base where you're there, you're in it. You'll die for the boys. And let me tell you, like, I don't foresee maybe someday, but I'm never going to ask you to die for me. I'm never going to ask that. But I might. And I appreciate knowing that the answer is going to be yes.
Dude, we got a solid little fan base, bro.
This is Drew Dixon. Dude's got a wicked head of hair, dude. Like Jason Momoa, wicked head of hair.
No more than 15 seconds.
You said what?
No more than 15 seconds.
Said no more than 15 seconds. Ooh.
Take it.
That's it? All right. Sorry, Drewy.
Before we get into it, though,
Can't get pulled.
we got to shout out the boys. Hunter Briley with Regal Realty Group. You go to his website, regalrg.com. His personal number that you can hit up, let me take a gander over here, 615-630-9735. Shoot him a text. Say, hey, going out on a, what is it, a whim? A limb? Going on something?
Going on a limb, not a whim.
Okay. And just say, hey, the boy sent me. He'll ask what you need. You'll let
Send
him
a
know.
dick pic?
Anything for residential, commercial, investment. The boy does it all, and he is an absolute stud. He's the reason these tailgates and everything you see us do live are put together and happens and everything else. Hunter Briley's an absolute stud. RegalRG.com.
Regal.
Real estate. Come on, help me out.
Real estate, dude, commercial real estate, residential real estate, the real estate
And
of your
investment.
dreams. Investment. I didn't help at all, did I?
You didn't. I was reading. I was like,
Not really.
God, give me a lifeline.
Jesus Christ! Staring at my phone the whole time, dude.
I know. I was like,
Hunter Briley, dude. Hunter Briley's an OG. It's crazy. The place where this bus is right now, he's going to get us it for free. His words, not mine. So we moved the bus, dude. If you guys are like, I know where that bus is, guess what?
you don't.
We don't.
You don't.
Because we moved
You
it.
thought it was outside by a
Yep.
train track.
You thought it was.
I missed the train, dude.
Yeah, we do miss
Missed
the train now.
But we're cozy. We're in a little spot now.
I'm not cozy. It's cold out, dude.
It is a little
it's
cold.
cold.
It's a little nippy out
I'm from
there.
Cave Creek, Arizona. And if there are any Creekers listening to this, dude, shout out to Cave Creekers. No free shout outs. Cave Creek's dope. It's a dope place. It's where the boy's from, where your dad's from.
And if you're in,
But it's hot. It's hot there all the time. Hold on, let me finish. It's hot there all the time. And now it's cold right now, so I'm cold.
I'll tell you what's great for heat. Bud Light seltzers.
You want to warm up that belly of yours? You want to warm up that esophagus? Huh? You feeling a little nervous right now because you know there's 6% alcohol and you can't have too many, but guess what? You can get stuff a little faster. You're going to get there a little faster than you want to get there.
Light seltzers, 6%.
What are the Bud Light seltzers?
The Bud Lights are 5%. But
Boom!
But the Bud Light ones, they're not like the malty seltzer taste. They're like the carbonated water, like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
the flavored
yeah,
water.
like the soda water. Less calories, less carbs.
Yes, exactly.
Dude, that's what you want. So you're going to get not as many calories and carbs in the Bud Light seltzers, but you're going to get 5%. That's 1% less. But guess what? Have one more. Have one more, you'll be fine because you know what? You're not getting the calories,
That's
dude.
right.
You're not getting that gluten. Is it gluten-free? Who cares if it's not gluten-free or not? It's going to be less gluten than the regular stuff.
Than that beer, even though I do like Bud Heavy. Shout out Bud Heavy. Everything from...
You're way too young, dude, to be... You're actually 30. Yeah, you probably drink Bud Heavy.
Shout out Anheuser-Busch and Ajax Turner
Uh-huh.
for hooking the boys up.
Yeah.
Everything, your Bud Light seltzers, your Natty Light seltzers, your, what is it, Bon and Viv? That little
Bon and
French
Viv.
word?
Bon
Bon
and
and Viv with the little mermaid on it.
This is it right there.
You use it, you wear
Boss.
yeah, there you go. You drink it proudly and you say, don't give a, dude.
Don't give a...
People
Dude,
are like, oh, why are you drinking that little bitch-ass seltzer? It's got a little mermaid on it. And you look at him with your little, just your alpha look, and you just say, hey, man, don't give a.
Don't give a... The thing is, dude, if somebody judges you for what you drink on a daily basis, fuck them. Why? They don't have your tongue. Okay, they don't have your taste buds. Okay, some people like Copenhagen. Other people don't.
Yeah,
Some people like peanut butter. Some people die if they have peanut butter. So if you're saying you don't like seltzers or you're going to judge somebody for drinking a seltzer, you don't care if someone dies from peanut butter. It's the same thing. There's literally there's literally no difference in the things I just said, and you cannot change my mind. If you don't support people drinking natural light seltzers, even if it's not your preference, you support people dying from peanut butter.
That was well said.
Thank you.
Now, moving on.
Big pod, dude. We're back. The boys are back in it. I'm in the same outfit as I was in the last podcast because it's the same night. It's the same exact night. And you might feel a little gypped by that, but don't give a.
We got to update the boys, or the pups, everybody, boys, gals, everybody, on the bus.
Yeah, what about,
we were getting it moving.
Yeah, the bus was getting moving.
The bus was getting worked on to get moving, but
some
made a little bump in the road, as they'd say.
Yeah. Here's the deal, like this. So this is a '74 Bluebird.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They don't make parts for '74 Bluebirds anymore. So literally, to get this bus running was going to cost us, and it's not just the engine. Like an engine swap is, understandably, from what I was told, not that difficult. But like, there's so much rust on the floor and a bunch of stuff going down that it would have, and then like a couple of the wheel wells are locked
There's
up.
so many parts that they said that parts are obsolete to find because it's old.
Yeah, so it'd be like $70K.
$70,000 to put it on a, what is it, chassis?
Yeah, put it on a brand new chassis. So basically, you have to buy a bus, take it off the chassis.
He was going to put it on a fire truck chassis. And
because I think these chassis are just dually, like regular dually chassis.
Yeah.
Those of you who don't know what a dually is, it's the trucks with the 2 wheels in the back, okay? 4 wheels
I
total.
didn't know either. So
you didn't?
Learn something every day.
new. You got it, dude.
But yeah, it was going to cost $70,000. I was on the phone. I was like, let me talk to Taylor, even though I already knew the answer.
The answer was no. Not enough seltzers in the world.
That'd be so stupid on our part.
So dumb.
Like,
But
we want this one running.
We'll get it running, dude.
We're gonna
Not
have
this one. This one is definitely a showpiece.
This
for
one
the rest
isn't
of
going to
our
run,
lives.
yeah. Well, but, we're looking into buying one, painting it, whatever.
You know what we were
Whatever
talking about?
We're going to figure something out. The boys are going
Yeah.
to be somewhere this year. It's like, how in the do they get there? And it's
California love.
in the city of Compton. All right,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
enough.
Oh, whoa, dude. Jesus Christ.
But yeah,
Or
so
our
that's
friends in
that's
the South like to say, Jesus.
yeah.
Hey, what we were talking about the other day, dude, is that like when we first started this podcast, we were gonna call it the Den. And like, how happy are we? We didn't.
Oh,
call
so
it the
happy,
Den,
dude.
And like Bussin' with the Boys. Remember, I told Taylor, like, I think the name of our podcast is gonna be Bussin' with the Boys. And Taylor's like, that's stupid. Like she's like, I don't see it.
Or it was like I've heard of more dope stuff.
Yeah, I've heard
that.
better.
Yeah, I've heard better.
And I was like, dude, I don't know. But it plays, dude. This bus is so sick. It really worked wonders for us. It's done everything we've wanted it to do.
Yeah,
Except
it's like
for run.
it's like you have a vision, but not a fully clear vision, and you're wanting to like buy stuff or think about stuff, and our opinions kind of differ in situations, what we want it to look like.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start racking in like, what did we do, like 5 episodes before we put out one out? So we were like, is this going to be good? You know what I mean?
It was kind of terrifying.
Right. It was terrifying. Because remember we had Bobos, and it's like,
He
people like the Delaney one was dope.
Delaney one was solid. We had Bobos, but it was super educational.
Super educational. And so we kind of had to redo Bobos. But we backlogged these, and literally the conversation every time we do one, it's like,
hey, that was our best one.
Yeah.
After a while, it's like, that's our best one.
Yeah, that's our best one.
We're doing better. And now you just kind of sit around, dude. I feel like we could do podcasts by ourselves. I kind of like having guests, but we could just do this.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's super easy. It's fun, too.
It's a good issue to have.
Sit there. And, dude, you guys have been so wicked. Like,
Bro.
you guys have been so wicked.
You should see these dudes. You should see everybody at these watch parties or tailgates.
I'm
was
honestly
insane.
a little jealous.
What was it like when you would drive and you would see the bus in there and we were tailgating, and you just knew like that's my deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're thinking like,
yeah.
oh, that's the. And Taylor would text me because it'd be early. We obviously when you're playing, you get to the stadium and everything early.
You're like 5 hours
and
early.
Taylor would be like, hey, I just drove by. There's like nobody there.
Yeah, dude.
I was telling him like, just give it time, dude.
Every
You don't
time
have
I
to
drove
feel
by,
like-
I was just like, that's a real sausage fest over there, dude. That is a sausage fest going on in this
But we
damn
started to
pod.
build. The females started to come there at the end, dude.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, dude. It has nothing to do with me married, happy married, but like, gotta have you gotta have
them, dude.
ratio diversity.
Yeah.
And we're like a 4-to-1 diversity right now.
Right now.
it's not hot.
But
It's not hot.
The ones that are our fans of the pod, it's like they're about it.
Yeah,
They're loyal to the pod.
they're loyal to the pod, dude. We have some loyal ass, mostly dudes and some girls to this pod. Mostly dudes, dude.
Yeah.
But you guys rock. You guys seriously rock. And I feel like every time we end this podcast from now on, I have to tell people like we do these things. So like during the season, when I'm on my Twitter feed and you guys are chirping me about stop doing podcasts, you SOB, you piece of shit, whatever, all that stuff, like the really fun stuff you guys are sending that didn't hurt my feelings at all. I'm not doing podcasts. Like this is the first time I stepped on the bus since August. So actually, we did one in September because I was suspended.
Right.
We did a few in September because I was suspended.
Right.
But
People are
backlogging
so
these pieces,
fucking
bro,
mad, dude.
takes an hour. Takes an hour. And nights like tonight when you got a friend. Dude. I'm so stoked. The location of this bus right now, you can't find it. Don't even try. But we have no train tracks.
Yeah, dude. When
That's
it
a
was
little
all
bit of
going
a
down, when it was
heartbreaker,
all
bro.
going down in season,
I know.
the boy, it was like, hey, yeah, let's just don't even post about it. Because midday 180.
Yeah,
They were
try
taking
to
shots
come
at
at
the
the boy
boys.
pretty hard. Midday 180, dude, is like having a drug addict girlfriend. You know, like 1 second they're super stoked on you.
Right.
Next second,
They go to rehab. They start to get super stoked on you.
Yeah.
Then they have a relapse.
and they're really mad at you. And then the next second they're trying to kill themselves, and you have no reason why.
Yeah, and then they have a breakdown in public, and you're kind of like trying to explain, like,
Yeah.
I'm actually like, I'm cool with her, but
Yeah, no, we're cool.
gotta
She's
figure
just
it
on
out.
that stuff again.
she's got off her meds.
Yeah. But
That's what
no free shout outs to Midday 180, dude. You guys should listen to them. They're solid.
And Buck, Buck, we had Buck on the bus.
Yeah, Buck was on the bus.
And
Was
then-
he hating?
Well, I remember that day because when I was unemployed,
Yeah.
I was just kind of seeing everything, right? Because I'm trying to follow the bus. Like, fuck, this is getting stressful.
Mm-hmm.
And Buck, before a game one time, he like takes a video of you, like, how many penalties is he getting today?
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, Buck.
I think the question was never like, how was my play? Like, how was I playing? It was always,
Penalties.
it was penalties, and therefore people were like, he's playing bad.
Yeah.
Like, they were generalizing the penalties. I never was like, there was never a playing bad. You know what I'm saying? It took me a couple weeks to get back into it. But overall
solid.
solid season. It was a solid season. And it ended on a high note, dude, which is super important. Super important.
Yeah.
Let's get to these fan questions, dude.
Yeah, let's do a bunch of
Do
fan.
we have
pretty
anything
much
else?
catch up.
In part 2 and part 1, did we leave anything hanging in the last pod?
I think we'll probably get some stuff as we answer questions because we're going to think of stories or
All right. Do you want to know something sad? I can't even read that. What does it say?
which one? A, B, C, which one?
Will you take tailgates on the road this year? Dash Mini. That's a weird first name.
Oh, many people are asking. That's
Yeah,
what he's saying.
I know, dude.
Do you?
Yeah, we're gonna. Well,
Maybe.
will you take tailgates on the road this year? I think like broad, like 10-year plan probably. Like to have a
Yeah.
tailgate in every city
Yeah, you want to get like
except for Anchorage, Alaska.
everybody for the boys. That's the idea, right? It's like anytime we'd have a tailgate and the Titans were playing the Colts, anybody, you're like, even that fan base, come to the tailgate because you're for the boys. If your boys happen to be
Yeah.
wearing different colors,
Right.
still doesn't matter.
Don't give a.
You're for your boys that are Titans, and that's obviously our immediate fan base.
Quentin Nelson's a boy.
Quentin Nelson's a boy.
We love Quentin Nelson.
We're shouting
dude.
anybody who comes on this bus. We're promoting them for like Pro Bowl or anything that we're for the boys.
We will promote them if they deserve the Pro Bowl.
Correct.
Which
we had a team
Pro
bus
Bowl
with the
cast.
boys,
Pro Bowl cast.
and we had a solid lineup,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Few of them got in there. But yeah, we're just for the boys in general. And if your boys wear different colors, it doesn't matter. Like everybody's welcoming in open arms because if you say I'm for the boys, you're for the boys. You're part of this
Done.
family.
Done. Look down. You see a peep? You're for the boys. Look down. You don't have a peep? Guess what?
You're for the boys. That's how it works.
It's a general circle, baby.
So
No
long
matter where you
term,
start, you can still finish the same place you started.
right? Big vision. We'd love to have tailgates in every city, and that we find. You got to do a lot of collaborating, man. One thing I think we've learned is there's a lot more work to this than what we probably thought initially.
Yeah.
I
But it's
know.
fun,
I know.
man.
For me,
It's
dude.
so fun. This is easy. It's a blast. It's a blast to do these things.
The boy gets to show up. He said
Hey,
it's-
when we started this
We
business,
did.
you
No
said all I have to do
question,
is just
dude.
show up.
no
I
question.
just show up and everything's all good.
It sounded so amazing, and it is amazing. It's a blast.
Boss, you got a
We-
mic on you? Dude, just read the next one.
I don't
know
think
you-
I don't
know
think
you
we
did
had
it.
any idea it'd be this big this quickly too.
Next one's coming from.
What's up, boss?
Bloss doesn't see the screen, so Alex has to read them.
Oh whoa!
Is that okay?
Speaking of, actually, Alex is our new social media guy.
Well, he has been for a while. He's not our new. He has been for a while. You know, Big Dog's been playing.
Yeah, no.
New to
I
him.
met Alex tonight. Gotta be honest. 50-50 right now, dude. 4.5. I would say 4.5 with me right
You got a
now.
nice little fade going on.
He does have a nice fade. Feel like, let me stand up. Guys wearing sweatpants. What are you wearing? What kind of shoes are those?
Prestos?
Who?
Prestos? Nike Prestos?
Yeah. Okay, so you did try too hard.
He's about his sauce a little bit. He's about his swag.
Yeah, you
a
got a
little
good beard. You got a way thicker beard than me. More thicker than Will. Little fade action.
bit. The important thing,
Handsome boy.
he's for the boys.
Sure am.
Sure am. Where you from, Alex?
Massachusetts?
You a Pats fan?
No.
Do you know Mike Bliskowski?
Mike Blaskowski?
Am I
No.
saying his last name right?
Is this
I
a
don't
joke?
know.
Is that the start of a
Mikey.
joke?
Mikey.
Oh, Mikey,
Yeah.
maybe.
He's from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Do you know where?
No, Massachusetts.
I don't know.
I feel like that's not that big of an area, right?
You know when you're young and you just ask when they say something similar, oh, you're like, oh, do you know so and so?
Yeah.
Even though you have no concept of where
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, where's
is.
you from? I
Yeah.
don't know. You know.
Oh, you're from Texas. Do you know so and so? No, that's not how life works. A little comp.
Look, you're from Texas.
All right.
Anyway, all right, go
All
now.
right,
What's the first?
sorry. Next question, Alex.
Let's do this one's from Christian F23. You have to survive in the wild for a month with a celeb. Who would you choose to bring?
Is these the type of questions we want to answer?
If I
You want to go?
Was they
survive in the
celebrity?
wild for a month,
Yeah.
Well, if it's celebrity, are we thinking like movie cast, movie people,
no celebrities, the people that play movies, people.
actors and actresses?
Yeah, actors and actresses, musicians.
I think
Other
Survive in the
athletes,
Wild.
celebrities.
I'm gonna go with I Am Legend's Will Smith.
You know, you're just Will Smith. You can't have I Am Legend. You get the dog too.
But you get a justification for why you want him.
No.
Watch I Am Legend.
So you decided Will Smith's your guy.
Will Smith is my dude. I think solid.
Chuck Norris.
He's pretty old.
He's better than Will Smith.
No, he's not.
He beat Will Smith in the fight, I bet.
Maybe.
Have you seen Gemini? No free shoutouts.
No. Heard it's bad.
Actually, not that bad. I watched it before the Pats game. Watched it before then, and I was pleasantly surprised. But I was in a mood to be entertained.
Yeah.
I don't know if Chuck Norris would be my first pick. I'm telling you what, dude. If you put me out in the wilderness by myself for a month, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm not making it. I can't even change the oil in my truck. Like I'm
with
Literally-
you.
I'm
saying,
literally good.
I am the same.
good for 4 playing football, dude. And honestly, that first one's a bit of a stretch.
I'm gonna give myself a little more credit than that. I can do a little more than football, but yeah, same.
I don't think so.
Oh, what else, man?
what's the
Let's
next
do something where we're
question?
talking about something recapping the year.
How about who was harder to game plan for, Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes?
Best part, play offense. Don't have to game plan for either of them. But I think the easy answer would probably be Patrick Mahomes as we lost. I think Lamar Jackson's from Mars, dude.
As a defensive player, it'd be harder to game plan against Lamar Jackson. Like Patrick, you know what he's gonna. You got to keep him inside the pocket, and he still makes magic happen. He's just tougher. I mean, Lamar. You got to account for him in the run game. So you got zone reads, you got all these different things in there. It's 11 on 11. It's not 11 on 10 with him. In the run game, it's 11 on 11. So
True.
He's harder to prepare for.
Dude, he's like a durable dude too. He takes hits and hits and hits and hits, and he just keeps going. He's
cool.
young though. It might catch up to him.
Yeah.
But that dude's a stud. Like I've never seen. He eats up stripes fast.
Yeah.
He really does.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Pat Mahomes is the best football player in NFL right now.
For sure. I agree.
Yeah. And it's like if you if you don't contain rush Mahomes, then situations happen where he just runs for a bunch of yards.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Lamar does too, but Mahomes has like the accuracy and the ridiculous ability to throw.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I think Mahomes would be harder. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like,
But
we did a better
to
job.
game plan for.
To
You
game
got
plan
a
for
game
Mahomes.
plan. No.
I'm sorry, Lamar.
Yeah. But as far as who do you want on your team, like who would you want at your quarterback spot? I think in all the league, I would pick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I was in game planning. You're like, fuck, dude, we got to match up with Lamar. Next question.
Taylor, we'll give it back to the offensive side. Taylor, who's the best edge guy you faced this year?
I don't know. Von Miller's probably he's always going to be the dude when Von Miller turns it on, dude, he's the best pass rusher in the NFL. But I don't know, cuz dude, I feel like every week you play like
Somebody
who's a stud.
Hey,
But Vaughn was
that
a
Frank
good-
Clark. Is that his name?
Yeah, Frank Clark's really good. Frank's good. No, I didn't play against JJ because he tore his pec, and then I didn't see him. But he didn't play neither of the games we did.
DeMario Davis,
Who's that?
linebacker for the Saints.
Yo, pull up that clip, boss.
Yeah, for those who don't know, DeMario came off the edge once, and Taylor had his feet in a little deal in the middle of like a pass-off thing, and
Yo, it was
DeMario just
wild.
ran his ass over.
Smoked my ass,
and
dude.
it was like going all over the place.
Dude, DeMario, is that his name, DeMario Davis?
Yeah.
So DeMario, like, we were in a 5-man protection, and like I didn't know if I had the guy inside me or outside me. I wasn't. Like for some reason I was messed up to where like I didn't know who I had, so I took a step and kind of looked inside and felt Roger come, and then by the time I looked outside, like I could barely turn my head long enough before I was on the ground.
Yeah, I know.
And you just lay there. Like anytime you get laid out like that, you just lay there and you're just like, fuck, man.
I know. Same have. Hey,
This is gonna be everywhere.
yeah.
Can't
the
run
same
from
thing.
this one, dude.
First play of the fucking Titans game, dude.
Oh my god.
Saffold almost throws me into the stands.
Dude, he threw you into the stands.
Yeah.
He got you a popcorn.
I'm trying to go down for the A gap. Foot. I cross over one step, try to score up. As I'm trying to score up, this man Saffold, unit by the way,
Unit, dude.
just damn near throws me in the stands. I'm
Call that boy
sideways
the
on the ground,
back.
and I'm like, God damn it, Will, you fucking start off the game against the Titans like this? Like, these boys are gonna crucify
got by
you.
the boy one time that game too.
Yeah, I didn't get got by the boy.
I beat you now, man.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, it was.
That's at 1 for 1.
Oh, yeah,
Get
yeah,
the
that's
fuck.
right.
There's a bitch block. There's a bitch block. Yo, pull this thing up, dude. So you're gonna just live this.
Oh,
DeMario Davis bulldozes Taylor Lewan on his way to a sack. What a great title that you want to watch, dude.
bulldozes.
Oh, reliving a nightmare. See, I'm looking in. I don't know what's going on. What is this? Hey, Raj, what's going on? Damn.
Terrible connection.
Terrible
We're
connection.
a hot spot. Boom!
Oh, it
Oh.
felt fuzzy, dude. You can't even tell.
I know, but I remember.
Here we go. Oh, fuzzy again.
It's gonna go fuzzy, yeah. It's all right. Boss
Here's
puts
the
it on the
like,
deal. I mean, it's gonna be fine.
I've gotten got like that before.
Everyone gets got, dude.
while seeing somebody coming at me, but that time I didn't even see it, and then all of a sudden it came out of nowhere. That was a tough little gig. That was a tough little deal on the boy.
He said, "Tough little deal." That's funny too, because that is what you think about. Fuck,
Here we go.
this is gonna be something.
So you think to yourself, hope nobody saw that.
I was on
And
like,
it's
yeah,
well, there's
exactly.
60,000 people in these
Yeah,
stands.
you
Couple
FaceTime me right after the
see.
game. You're like,
I'm looking in. Oh, shit. Oh!
Oh, hate to see it.
Hate to see it. And you just sit there. Look at me. I'm just sitting there. Oh. Go. Play that part
Mine
again.
was
Play it
on,
right now. Watch. Get ready to stop it. Get ready to stop it. Get ready to stop it. Get ready to stop it on the snap. On the snap. And stop. I'm looking at this guy right in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I got him, and I can feel Roger. I'm like, maybe this is not my guy. Click, click. Go click, click. And that's me starting to look out. That looks a lot farther away than he actually is, folks. 'Cause that's like 2 steps.
He's like, okay, maybe there
and
is.
you see
a
my
little bit
leg,
of
my
this.
right leg is straight, and that one's bent. And
as you pick
then,
it up,
and
yeah.
I'm actually, dude! Oh! Yeah.
Hate to see it.
Yeah.
You're like, man, hopefully nobody saw that for some reason. You know it's going to be everywhere. Like, literally, Taylor and them FaceTimed me after the damn game and was like, hey, Will, the boys want to say what's up. Or they're like, hey, can you see?
He's talking about
he's
the,
like,
he's
can
talking
you
about the
see
Raiders game.
Yeah, he's like, can you see the phone or can you see us? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? And then he flips the camera on all the boys. And he flips the camera on. It's the first play. And you're like, watch it. And they play it. Saffold, like, tosses me. And they're like, boom! Like, oh!
All the boys
I
on
was
the
like,
plane
fuck,
started
got
losing
the
it, dude.
boy.
All the boys on the plane
And then
started
it was
losing
on Baldy Breakdowns the next, like, couple days. Because they were talking about your guys' little line or whatever. I was like, fuck!
Hell
They
yeah,
got
dude.
it right there on the first
Hell
one.
yeah. Biggest turnaround position in the entire league. Tennessee Titans offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
We turned it around, baby.
Yeah.
The
biggest turnaround team.
dude,
You guys were 9-7 and beat New England and the
yeah,
Ravens.
yeah.
and-
Shout out to the Titans, dude, for taking a step in the right direction.
yeah.
Taking a step in the right direction, dude. It's so cool. So cool to be a part of. Small
Yeah.
puzzle piece, but just happy to be part of it. Dude, before we get off the Raiders game, I remember like we pulled into the Raiders game, and I was like, or the Coliseum, and I was like, oh man, I'm kind of stoked to see the boy. And I thought about texting you, but in my head I was like, chess, Taylor, play chess.
Because we
So
didn't
I
talk a
text
whole lot
you.
that week.
We didn't talk at all that week.
We talked
And
one time.
I was gonna, yeah, it was like,
we were
it was
kind of like
Monday. It was like
we,
Monday.
We kind of
though.
played it off like we're excited, but we're not gonna say
You know,
like.
hey, you guys are, you guys are a good team. Yeah, you guys are a good team too. It's kind of
Yeah.
like one of those like
Yeah.
pussyfoot around each other before it's over.
Like I'm not gonna give him nothing.
And
dude.
so like I'm like I remember going out to warm up. Like I could do a pre-warm up before the warm ups. And I'm out there jogging, and any like black jersey I see come out or black shirt guy I see come out, I'm like,
Yeah.
is that Will? No, it's not Will. It's not Will. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I don't see you for warm ups. And then I remember going in because in the Coliseum you have to go in.
the
There's
same.
both
yeah,
sides. Like
both
you
teams
walk in
go
for
the same
halftime,
way.
and you're literally walking with the guy you've been blocking
Right.
the whole time. Being like, hey, what's up? I'll see you in 15 minutes or whenever the second half starts.
Yeah.
So I'm walking in. I literally see you pre warm ups. I see you, and I'm like walking in, and I feel like you looked at me. I immediately looked away and kept walking. I said, fuck that guy, dude.
Yeah, I didn't remember because I would have. Because you came in and you texted me, didn't see the boy at pregame. So I was out there. I didn't know you were out
I
there.
was out there. And then we didn't say a word to each other until the first time I blocked you.
Yeah, 1 for 1.
I thought I was gonna see you like 10 times that game.
I
legit thought I
know,
was gonna see you
dude.
block.
I know.
I only got to block you one time. I thought they were gonna make a mistake and put you on the edge one time, like in practice.
Yeah.
Remember they did like that jam front and they put you at defensive end,
During the walkthrough.
and I took you to the
The
sideline.
walkthrough, it was a fucking like light jog through before preseason game 4. You know what I mean? Like we had to get a little extra, work in because we weren't playing in preseason game 4. And Taylor wants to go full All-American one play and push me to the sideline.
Good to great.
I was
trying
trying
to
to
be the
grab
best-
his face mask too.
Trying to pull me
That
down.
was
You
hot.
were trying
I
to
was
fold me on the
mad. I was
ground.
like, what the fuck? It's a jog. What are we
It wasn't a
doing?
jog through, it was practice,
It was a
full
jog through.
practice,
It was a
full
jog through.
practice.
No, it wasn't.
It's
It was
full
a jog
practice.
through.
You
Jog
don't-
through,
you
jog
don't
through.
set an
It was a
edge.
jog through.
You do not set an edge.
It was just a jog through.
You can't set an edge. You're not that kind of guy.
No, for sure. I'm not an edge setter. That's why I fucking play inside.
What's your strength as a linebacker? Getting in the way? Like what's your number one quality as a linebacker?
My number one quality?
Yeah.
It's all upstairs.
Know what to do,
Yeah.
and then hopefully do it.
Hope I'm doing this right.
All right, Brandon, you got this one.
Coach, I do that right?
Let's do the rest.
Yeah. Oh,
Dude,
man.
you're a classic white football player. I told Max Crosby during our game
I definitely put on for the culture.
of the white guys.
Yeah. What other culture would
I don't
put
know.
on
I
for?
thought you were getting racist again, like you did in our last
No.
podcast. The Jewish, that whole Jewish thing really rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, I could tell.
I'll tell you,
You're trying to make it a bit of a deal.
I told Max Crosby, no free shout outs to Max Crosby, he doesn't belong in football because he's white. Told him that during the football game.
I mean, you tell every white guy that. I already tell those white guys on my team, I tell them, like, that's your style of talking. He'll say something about being white
Yeah.
and then sucking your dick.
That's only the ones that deserve it. Hey, so we're
We're not just breezing by that. Only the ones that deserve it. Hey,
guess what? We were playing the Ravens, and I was on field goal. Dude, Vrabel got so mad at me. We were on field goal. We just went down and scored. It was the first time we scored. And, like, I'm talking to BT because he plays for the Ravens now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, BT, what's up? He goes, better not do any of that gay shit, man.
That's what BT said?
He said that right to me. Don't say any of that gay shit. Because BT and I played together, and when he played for the Raiders, we had this whole conversation. Yeah. Anyway, I say homosexual things to people because in the culture in the NFL, for whatever reason, is super homophobic, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like, better not do any of that gay. And I'm looking over at Vrabel, and Vrabel's screaming at me. Absolutely screaming, because he thinks I'm talking shit. And he's losing his mind. Like, shut up! Shut the fuck up, get in your stance. But you can't, he's probably what he's saying, but you can't hear it because it's so damn loud.
Yeah.
And I look at him, and I know he thinks I'm talking shit, so I just, like, purposely ignore him.
Yeah.
And I get on the field, and he grabs me, he's like, would you act like you've been there before? I was like, Vrabel, I've been there before. I've been here before. He goes, no, you haven't. I was like, oh, yeah, I've been in a divisional game, got our ass kicked to the Patriots 3 years ago. What are you talking about? I've been here. And he's like, what are you, he's like, act like you've been here. No reason to talk. I was like, hey, man, that was BT. I was talking to BT, and I was just giving you a hard time because I knew you were looking at me. He goes, oh, really? All right, man, no worries. And it was totally cool about it, dude. Vrabel was totally cool about it the minute that ended.
Oh,
Goes,
no
really?
worries.
All right, keep it up.
Yeah.
Get in and out of the huddle. That's what they always say. That's what him and our O-line coach always says to me. Get in and out of the huddle, because I am not good at that. Getting in and out of the huddle.
Yeah.
Anywho.
What's next? What we got next?
Will, a lot of people are asking what it's like playing for Gruden. Specifically, he said you got on him about calling him out for not smiling enough before a game.
Oh yeah,
Can you
dude,
offer
that
your side
was
of that?
funny. Dude, number one, it was dope playing for Coach Gruden. It's kind of he's like a legend, right? I mean, he signed a big, huge deal to come back to the Raiders. He was on the Raiders back in his day, and then gets traded to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was part of a trade. I didn't even know that until I was there this year. I was like, oh, he got traded? That's how he ended up on Tampa? And obviously they win a Super Bowl, and you guys see like Gruden Grinder. I was one, by the way. Shout out.
You're a Gruden grinder?
Yeah.
Tight.
Dude, when the back in OTAs, the Raiders were trying to get a hold of me to do like a tryout or a workout during OTAs or something. And back then, I was basically betting on myself. I was going to skip OTAs. I'm like, oh, no thanks. Like, I'm staying in shape, blah, blah, blah. I'll try to get on a team in training camp. Trying to do that with the Saints, and I'm getting hurt, whatever. Anyway, the Raiders texted and were like, hey, call us back. And obviously as a player, you refer everybody to your agent. Like, you're not going to get on the phone because blah, blah, blah. And I text them back, and I'm like, if I send you a photo of my Gruden Grinder shirt, would that make you guys feel better about me? They laughed and stuff. Hey, I really need your laughter on this one. Or laughter in the fucking back. Like, I see you guys smiling, like, laugh.
Sorry.
You know what I mean? It's a story for everybody to laugh at. How I texted him that I was a Gruden Grinder.
What'd he say?
You put the laughing emoji face? Is it off?
Yeah, fuck, way to ruin my laughter, dude.
Scared the shit off.
Oh for 1, boss.
But okay, so anyway, the story with playing for Jon Gruden.
Cold.
Dude, the first week I was there. Okay, we don't need laughs anymore, dude.
I thought you said. That's just crazy, dude. He texted you back with cry laughing.
He didn't. It was the fucking Raiders.
Oh my god.
He's like, Compton, you getting this shit? He just messed with me all week because I played for his brother. First time I got there, first thing I said to Coach Gruden,
Yeah.
coming out there, Comp, what's up, man? I was like, hey, your brother was wanting me to ask you if he could, somehow get a job, he could intern or something, if I could hook him up or put in a good word to be on the team. Dude, it was all right, next question.
No, finish the story.
That was a story. I can't.
That was
if
it?
you're gonna fake laugh at all the jokes,
You said you need some laughter.
golly, disrespect.
Don't ask me to do something for you, and then when I do it, get mad.
Okay, I need your full attention. How about that?
Go ahead. That's the hardest thing for me to do ever.
I know.
So you texted him, he wants a job interview. What'd you say?
Yeah, you're just setting me up again. But I'll go ahead.
No, I'm not, dude.
You got your fishing rod out. You threw it out. I'm gonna take the bait.
Okay.
They texted, Will, call us back. We're trying to get you out here for a workout. I said, are you ready for this? I said, if I send you a photo of my Gruden Grinder shirt, will that make you feel better about me?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
that's good.
Oh, my
That's so
God.
good. That's so good.
God.
Oh. So Jon Gruden's story. Say, hey man, hey comp. He tried pulling it. He tried like being funny. He's like, hey, what's your name again, man? And this was like Friday before our game, before the first game, because they started me on base. He's like, hey man, who are you again, man? He kind of pats me on the shoulder, gets up, we shake hands, and I laugh or whatever. I forget what I said, and he's like, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm like, oh, me too. He's like, hey, listen, when you're out there, don't worry about making mistakes. Like, play fast, do your thing. And I'm like, yes, sir, I got you. And he's like, I love you, man. And I was like, okay, this is like our
You say it too?
second time.
Did you
It's
say
like-
it back?
It's like our second time talking. I did. And I
We
was
have
like,
waters?
yeah, me too.
Is this yours?
I was like, yeah, me too. And that's one story with Jon Gruden. That was funny.
You told him you loved him. Did you say it back?
I didn't say it back. Honestly, it felt weird. It felt awkward. I love you, man. I love you, man. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, me too. So I said I went and got my snack or whatever. And then the one that everybody knows about, he's like, Compton, he's a weird dude, man, but he loves football, and that's why he's here. That's why he's a Raider. We were playing the Chargers, and we were about to win the game. It was like the last drive. They were trying to drive. It was a 2-possession game, so they're in 2-minute drill, trying to hurry up and score and do an onside kick probably. And they're driving on us, and there's an injury that happens to Mull. He goes down, and Gruden comes out there, and he's like, he's got that face, right? He's got that little face he makes where he always looks like he's pissed off. And I was like, Coach Gruden, man, I was like, you need to smile a little more out here. Like, have some fucking fun doing this thing. And he that's when he started laughing and gave me eye. But all right, man. Goes back. They ask him about it. Or somebody asks a question about me, and he's like, Compton, that's a weird dude, man. He got on me. We were on the field, and he's like, he got on me for like not having enough fun or some not having enough fun or something like that. He's a weird dude, man. He's like, but he loves football, and that's why he's a Raider.
It's a cool story. No, I mean that. What the fuck? I mean that. It sounded like a good time.
I can't wait to have this clip and then show it to you back. What would you think if that reaction happens on a story you said? It's a cool story.
Dude, here's the issue. I listened to every single thing, and it was awesome. My stomach's cramping right now.
Oh, you're really cramping.
I'm actually cramping.
Drink more water, dude. I see you took mine.
Yeah, that's what friends do. All right, go ahead.
Next question.
How about from Taylor Gamble on Twitter? What is the weirdest thing a fan has ever said to you?
I don't know. I mean, people, like...
We can do that one, or we can do what's the weirdest piece of fan mail you've ever received.
Oh, I got a story about Taylor.
What?
I got a story about you,
I'm all ears.
Josh Norman. So you know how last year Taylor hit him with the little bow and arrow deal. It was hilarious.
Solid chirp.
by the
It was
way.
a solid chirp.
It was solid chirp. We just got done beating the Redskins. And Taylor goes over and like does the little bow and arrow and says, "Get the fuck off my field."
Yep.
Yeah, fuck.
Got him.
Solid little chirp. J-No's sitting on the bench and he gets pissed off and tries to go at Taylor. And yada, yada, yada. Everybody knows when he did the little bow and arrow stunt. So, Ryan, our boys at Hang 10, hang10.com, no free shoutouts.
No free shout-outs.
They do our merch, no free shoutouts. Ryan sends J-No mail the next week. Sends him a shirt from Hang 10 that says Taylor Lewan is my dad. Not on behalf of Taylor, but just sends them a shirt that says Taylor Lewan is my dad.
That's
J-No,
awesome.
we assume, thinks like, oh, Taylor sent this to me. Obviously, that's what I would have thought too. Taylor Lewan is my dad, like this motherfucker, dude. So the long game comes into play. fast forward the next year, obviously this past year, that's the next year, Taylor gets suspended for the PED thing. J-No sends, he tries to figure out what Taylor's address is. Ryan's telling me, because Ryan and I would meet at the coffee shop every week and go over like merchandise strategies, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, hey, I think it's J-No, Josh's assistant, and she's trying to figure out where Taylor lives or who sent that shirt. Taylor Lewan is my dad. And so he kind of keeps it vague, like, doesn't give any of that out. So they just go and send to the same address that sent Taylor, the Taylor Lewan is my dad, send it to Hang 10, the headquarters. And in the mail is a piss cup. It's addressed to Taylor Lewan. They send it back to the address for the shirt that he got, and it's just a piss cup. Fucking hilarious.
That was a good chirp.
That's a I guess fan mail, not fan, but that was a good little chirp back.
I'll tell you.
That was a good little clap back. By the
Don't.
all right.
Wait, no, you can't do that because that's Chris D'Elia's
We
thing.
gonna clap back.
Man.
But that was a solid chirp.
I had something after my PED thing. One of my ex-girlfriend's moms DM'd me on Instagram and said karma's a bitch. After
Who said that? Who said that?
One of my ex-girlfriend's moms. She DM'd me and said karma's a bitch, and I was like, fuck. I didn't respond to it. I couldn't. Solid chirp though.
Oh, that is funny. That's funny as shit, dude.
But
I think I get hype when little kids like do some like crayon type letter or drawing or something like that.
So when I was like in college, I got this letter from a kid, like really bad handwriting, and this kid said he was 12, and sent me like this like super specific picture because it had like a piece of cloth in it that was supposedly like part jersey.
Crosby just texted and says I'm coming in February 3rd.
He coming?
Yep.
Max
I
Crosby.
text him in a group. I'm trying to get all the boys from the Raiders or whoever we can get on the pod. Put them in the Airbnb.
Yep.
And just shovel them in, dude.
Nice.
Shuffle
For free?
in and out.
Free Airbnb?
Yeah, I mean, my Airbnb, soft place.
Okay.
Put them in the Airbnb.
And
Shuffle them in and out of the bus.
let's go.
So anyway, February 3rd, Crosby, the boy.
So I was in the middle of a story, oops. And this guy says he's a 12-year-old boy and sends me this credit card, this player's card, and it's a picture of me at Michigan with a little piece of fabric. Super easy to remember for some reason. And I signed it. It's the first one I ever signed. Sent it back. A week later, some 40-year-old dude had it and was trying to sell it on eBay. But it was like his Twitter. He was like, I'm selling this Taylor Lewan card. And it was the only one ever signed like that. And in the letter, he said he was 12.
No way. He said
He
he was
even
12 in the
he even
letter?
like put like a Taylor with a Y backwards just to fuck with me.
You think he did it or you think he had a kid do it?
No,
for
I think
him?
it was him. I think it was a 40-year-old guy. And then I started.
Wow, man, you want some shit that bad, dude. Like,
And then I started to get salty. Like, man, fuck. Like, I'm not gonna send anybody fan mail back. But then, now I send fan mail back, or I try to. Sometimes I don't. I should do a better job of it, honestly.
we actually do some cool shit now. You know how we sent people to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, that's
We
tight.
sent people to our game, the boys, Battle of the Boys.
Yeah, I saw that. That was tight too.
Yeah. That
was a cool
that
gig.
was some dope shit, dude.
There's grab that fan mail behind you. In that box. And those
Oh,
boxes.
shit.
I'm
All
freezing.
this?
I'm freezing.
Yeah, so
That's all fan mail?
So while you guys were in season, people were just sending stuff to my address, and I was just holding on to it all for you. So you guys have all that stuff in that box just for you guys.
What if there's like SARS in there?
Shit. Oh yeah, we won that award.
That's from Sobros.
No way.
Sobros Network, Spirit of Nashville 2019, Bussin' with the Boys.
Let me see this.
That's it.
First off, so bros, I won Bro of the Year like 2 years in a row. Where's my trophy?
That's for us. That is our trophy.
No, it's like an individual one though.
You like,
You know what I'm saying?
where's my trophy? Like, what the fuck?
84% of the vote, by the way.
84%. I think my individual was like 90%. The Bro of the Year. 2 times in a row.
Solid, sweet.
Edged out Dennis Kelly by about 47%.
That's who you edged out?
Yeah, I think there was like one other person. I don't know. So, bros, if you watch this, no free shoutouts, but let us know what I actually won. This is sick, dude. I mean, this is definitely I mean, it's dope. This place. Where should we put this?
Bus with the boys, the little letter
Perfect.
deal.
Let's see.
Well, this is too long, but
I think that one's from Sobros.
yeah.
Titans
You
water
guys do a
canister.
great service for Nashville, and in my opinion, are a strong representative of the spirit of the city. It's been a pleasure to watch the show grow. Can't wait to see where the rocket ship takes you guys. Sincerely, Keely.
Keely?
I think so, Keely.
I'll tell you what, dude. We have grown quite a bit.
It's wild.
It's crazy how much people are buying into the brand.
I know. It is fucking cool, man.
What? Got some Raider fans, dude. We're coast
Let's
to coast.
go.
We're coast to coast. And in the back, there's a Broncos one. On the side, there's a Packers one. And then there's 32. We have every team. Every team's a fan. That's cool. Little beer cups. We should keep these and put these down.
Oh, hey, got you a little piece? Little Titans deal?
There's a. That actually, I just opened that.
Oh. No, the other one
No,
was
here's
for
another
me.
Titans deal. Here's some more Titan stuff. But we got these Raider things. Those are cool too, right? No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to the Raiders.
Yeah, no, it's
There's also, I think there's a bottle of something in there as well that somebody sent in.
probably some whiskey.
Yeah.
I love it.
God,
We'll wait. We've been on this thing for like,
we're almost done.
yeah, we got to get into some more. What are people wanting to know?
Yeah, let's answer like 3 more.
Here's one.
We're at 45 minutes, so
Can NFL players sell their own game-worn jerseys?
Yes,
yeah, we can do whatever we want.
that's our jerseys, dude. But it costs us $250 if you want to keep a game worn jersey.
Hey, come on, Alex. Better questions.
All right, you're right.
Like stuff with the year or some stuff we can go talk about. Not like, yeah, we can sell them. Next question.
Hey, Neely would have never asked us that question.
Yeah, he wouldn't have.
A bunch of people asking about Derrick Henry. Everybody wants to know is he as humble as he appears? What's he like around the locker room?
Derrick Henry is the GOAT, no question. Derrick is.
He's going to be
awesome.
on the bus.
Yeah, he said he'd come on the
He's
bus.
coming on the bus. He's always going to be on the bus.
He's at the Pro Bowl right now.
We played the long game, though. We're going to like, hey, let's wait until he kills it this year, and then we'll have him on the bus.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
he's always wanted to be on.
He did get on. He was like, hey, what did you get all mad?
Yeah.
Why are on the bus? I don't
He's
know,
the
man.
boy, man.
Like
I
it's-
love Derek. Hey, Derek, stud.
Dude, tell that story.
Which one?
When you tackled him in the you didn't tackle him. When you
I
jumped
tackled
when
him.
you
What are you
jumped
talking
on
about? What
when
are you
jumped on the
talking
pile.
about? I was part of the tackle.
Not a lot of people tackled Derek in that game.
Yeah. So I think we were just coming out of half, and they ran like a duo or something, and I was in on the tackle, and while we're at the bottom of the pile, Derek and I have this like inside thing where we whisper stud to each other all the time. Like it started last year when I was on the team, and we were on the bottom of the pile, and I just kept saying over and over, I was like stud. See if he would like hear it and remember or laugh or something.
He said
but
that on the plane back. He's like, man, Will started calling me a stud under the pile. I was about to laugh. I was like, dude, he said he was going to do that too. He said he was going to do that. That's hilarious, dude.
But that came like last year, when he wasn't getting the rock all the time in the first half of the year, he was a little frustrated, and ate it, took it like a champ, like a pro,
champ, like a
like
champ.
a pro.
Champ.
Came on hard as hell late in the year, and I forget exactly when it happened. Might have been in the shower, right? You know what I mean?
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's where it originated. I was like, "You're just a stud, dude. Hey, stud." And then I don't know. We just started whispering all the time to each other.
Man,
Kind of weird.
shout out to Derrick Henry, the GOAT, dude.
He is
1540.
And I always say it too, like he's in the fashion, and people like want to know if he's like arrogant or anything like that. I'm like, he's not at all. Like, he's a cool ass dude.
He's a good dude.
He
cares
good-
about
he's
his
a good
teammates
dude.
too.
Yes, he does.
Cares about his teammates.
He's a good dude. He's just into all the the fashion. Like when he wears those tight ass pants and they grab his cap.
I know.
The dude's a monster.
Monster.
like an
Stacked, bro.
avatar,
That dude is
dude.
jacked.
People say he's top heavy. Not just he's absolute top heavy. Like it's above his chest top heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Got that like trident coming out of his little deal,
Yeah.
little dread deal.
I'm with it, dude. Got all the love in the world for Derek, dude. He's
And he got you guys
stud.
those Rolexes.
Yeah.
I didn't
He
get
did.
one.
It's crazy. He sent us like 3 different kinds of Rolexes we could get, and there was like 2 that were like between like I think $9,000 and $12,000 each. but there was one that was like $34,000, and I was like, damn, I'm not gonna make Derek pay for a $34,000 watch. But like, he literally said at the beginning of the year, it was like 5 games. He said, if I get 1,500, I'll get you guys Rolexes. And then we didn't even think there was a chance like to get the rushing title. He was like, he missed a game. He was like over 70 yards down, and then we were in Houston, and I remember being in the Houston game, being like, someone said to me like, hey, there's like Derek's like 63 yards away, and it was like the middle of the third quarter, and we'd come back, it'd be 45, and it would be 35, and then we were in 4 minutes to end the game to ice it, and we called. I can't say what plays we called because I'm not going to give out the plays we have, but then we had a call. There was a blitz coming. Ben saw the blitz, our center, and he made a call to bring the O-line to pick up the blitz, and I knew like, because all he needed was like 18 yards at that point, and then he hit it for like 55.
Oh yeah.
So he shattered the title, not shattered. He destroyed the title record. But shattered and destroyed is the same thing. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. What I didn't like about it is when he says, "No, I didn't know." I was just, no, I don't think I was aware.
Derek?
Yeah.
Dude, Derek like
No, he knew.
when
Okay.
he's in the middle of a game, he's like so. When we were playing Houston, it was like the first quarter. He had like 55 yards, and he was pissed. I was like, Derek, like, multiply that times 4, you have 200 something yards. Like, you're fine.
Yeah.
You know, but he's the type of dude that every single time he touches the ball, he thinks he's gonna score a touchdown. So you're like, if he does it a couple times, like he gets the ball 5 times and he's got, 30 yards, 40 yards, he's pissed.
Yeah.
But that's what you love about him, dude.
Yeah.
The guy's a stud. I absolutely love stud. He's a goat.
What else
man.
we got?
Will, what was the last game in Oakland like?
The last game in Oakland?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's historic, obviously. That's the answer everyone says. But it was super dope, man. It's like, when you go to the Raiders, you just think the Raiders, what's his name? Berman? Chris Berman?
Don't know nothing about the
Boomer?
Raiders.
The guy who does the Raiders, who has that voice on ESPN. Whoop! You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Berman. And you just think of the history of the Raiders. They were there from the beginning. And the fan base is so insane, dude. They're all about, I'm talking a crowd of people is outside of our practice facility every day. My extended stay was right next door. And so I'd have to walk from the facility to my extended stay every day. And there is a crowd of people. Like, where you drive in, say when you come in and you're about to go to the gate and go in the facility.
Yeah.
Say right when you drive in and there's that gate. Out in that parking lot, outside that gate, there's like a small crowd of people, at least 20 people every day.
Really?
Outside of our facility, wanting autographs and everything all the time, dude.
That's
It was
wicked.
literally every day. On Fast Fridays, on Tuesdays, on Wednesday, every fucking
way.
day, bro. Yes.
That's wicked.
And the fan base there is awesome, man. The Raider fan base has a loyal fan base. It's Raider Nation, but they're all about it, man. The black hole gets loud as shit. So that last game, like, obviously I was a mid-year guy, but you try to understand as much as you can how much that game means to everybody. You know what I mean? Because you kind of get there, and when you're a player, you kind of don't think about the perspective of fans a whole lot deeper than you have to go with it. But I tried my best to kind of like be in the moment, like what it kind of meant to them. It's like, yo, this is crazy. You're part of the move. You're part of like a move of the team.
Yeah, it's sick.
And then one day when we're years down the road, it's like back when they were like what were the Cardinals at one point? St. Louis Cardinals, and then the Rams were like something different.
LA
Rams. Now they're the LA Rams again, but it's like, oh, back when the Oakland Raiders played, it's like, it's dope to know, like, hey, I was part of that last year.
Yeah, that's sick. That's a cool historic moment to be a part of.
Yeah.
I kept the the player programs, the programs you get before games when you go to games.
Yeah.
They either have like your home one or the away one.
Yeah.
I kept the Raiders one because we were the
Really?
second to last game. Yeah, I thought that was
Yeah.
super cool.
That's cool. I kept that one too.
Did you really? Well, yeah.
The Titans went, and then the last one.
I mean, you're the Titans' biggest fan.
No. I mean, not the biggest, but I'm for the fucking boys.
No
I'm for my guys, dude. I'm for the dudes that are wearing the blue jerseys. I like if the roster was on a different team, I would be for that team.
Yeah, no,
you know
I
what
feel
I mean?
you.
But yeah,
We got such a good locker room. The Tennessee Titans have one of the best locker rooms ever.
the Titans. I mean, the teams I've been on have great locker rooms. That's not saying anything else about the other ones. But yes, the Titans locker room, from wall to wall, everybody's
They're
pretty
solid,
dope.
dude.
Everybody's
solid
about
crew, solid slew. And
Yeah.
it wasn't always like super close, but like the team's really, really close now. We got one more question. We got to get out of here. We got a flight tomorrow, baby.
I
What time
know.
do we get out of here?
In New York. Hey, that one, go scroll down, Alex. What's it like to learn a playbook in a short period of time?
Yeah.
It's insane. It's
I
insane.
guess that's our last question.
No, we can do another one, but I saw that and I was like, I want people to know it's insane.
It's a toughie.
Yeah, all the blitzes, everything you got to get up to speed on. Like, there's a lot of all concepts are the same. Well, you go from team to team. Like, I'm sure offensive concepts. Like you learn it. You went to a new OC a couple times.
Yeah, for the 4 OCs.
Yeah, and like all the concepts are different. Like we had 3 different OCs in Washington. I had Coach Pease when I was with the Titans, and then a different OC, Paul Gunther, with the Raiders. And it's the terminology, because you'll use the same terms in another system, but they mean something completely different than what you knew at what it was. So you have to marry. But I still do things where I'll marry some terminology to stuff I knew at Nebraska. So it's just weird. You gotta have. It's like a lot of memory stuff. Like, hey, this means this. This means this. You might be out there brain farting like a motherfucker, but hey, you gotta play fast.
Are you studying back at are you studying at the extended stay, or is this mostly in meetings and on?
No, it's extended stay for sure.
Cool.
Like me personally, I do better if I'm trying to like figure it out kind of on my own, because sometimes like some guys learn visually better, and maybe you're doing a lot of visual stuff during meetings. And me, I might have to, I don't know, just kind of writing terms and words down that kind of mean something better for me. And some guys, you're going over calls, and I don't know. But yeah, I'll be at the extended stay doing stuff, watching your iPad, my pizza, no free shout-outs.
No free shout-outs, my pizza.
But yeah, just hammering stuff, because you don't want to fuck up. Like when you get there, it was like me and Brandon Marshall. They brought us both in. We didn't know it at the time, but we could have been competing against. We probably were competing against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they let him go the next week. After 1 week of us both being there, and it's like that could have been me. You know what I mean? You never know. They brought in Preston Brown, who's 27, and all he can really play is Mike. He was out there. That was the game where me and him kind of, I guess they were having us compete against each other, because he was out there half the time in base, and then I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of like, fuck, like they're trying to,
Edge you out.
Yeah, are they trying to edge me out with him and stuff like that? Because he's 27. We're kind of like the same player. And I'm 30, he's 27. They might be looking at. Nobody knew Preston Brown would be on the street mid-year, because he was Bengals gave him an extension before the season started. No one thought he'd get cut.
Yeah.
He kind of falls in the street. They're like, hey, pick him up, because he's been a 100 tackle guy for like consecutive years. So I'm like up at night, thinking like, damn, are they trying to edge me out with Preston? You kind of get a little stressed about it, and then I have to remind myself, hey, you're here enjoying shit, be in the moment. You're here. You want to come here, bring energy, and have fun. And then he gets cut after that game. So, yeah, I would be studying all the time, because you don't want to be on top of your shit.
Right.
You don't want to get cut.
The worst feeling it is if you go into a game or go into a practice and you don't know what you're doing. Because if you
Oh,
got,
it's
if you
the
got 10
worst.
dudes doing what they're supposed to do, and you're sitting in that meeting, like the anxiety the next day of meetings, you sit there and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes.
What are you doing here? And you got like 4 guys on the offensive line go right and I go left, and it's like, Jesus.
You don't know what they're thinking, but you're sitting there kind of sweating. Like we watched the Titans film as a defense, first play.
Yeah.
It's that Saffold one. Will, what do you got to do here? Not get fucking bitched? Say it out loud. You know what I mean? Just
not
face
get
it.
dumb in
Face
next-
them.
next
Yeah,
question.
don't get thrown out of the club, shit
Right.
like that. But, you got to own that shit. But yeah, man, it's
It's a dog eat dog world, dude.
Yeah.
It really is.
Literally-
Like
hey,
the NFL,
after-
the NFL ain't it's no joke when it comes to that stuff.
I think that game I had the where KB catches the ball on me. I was on the You Got Moss thing, and then the Saffold one, right?
Yeah.
The Saffold play. Literally, my coach we cut
Kari?
Preston, and my coach is like, "Will, you think he played good enough for Preston to get cut?"
No, he said that.
Swear to God. I mean, all the backers, we were all kind of getting. We were on a losing streak, right? So you know how it is. Everyone's
tough,
like, hey, you
man.
got to face the music. You got to handle this shit. Like, coaches get tight because you don't know. Everybody's ass can be on the line in this business. You don't know when you're going to stay or go. And so, whether I deserve that question or not, it's still part of the game. It's the nature of the
What'd
biz.
you say?
I gave the answer that he wanted to
The answer was
probably
no?
hear. The answer was no, not at all. But you leave the meeting like, yo, that is a heavy question.
Savage,
like, what
dude.
the fuck? You know what I
Like,
mean?
yeah.
Well, you think you play good enough for Preston to get cut? No, not at all, sir.
It's crazy, dude. It's
Like,
crazy.
man, why am I
I
getting
wish
that
people
question?
like it's crazy how like distant we are from reality as far as like people working 9-to-5 jobs. Like if you're on Twitter saying that you suck this, you're that, blah blah blah, like dude, the pressure that comes with just playing in the NFL, let alone being this high paid or this good, or if you're just a regular starter or even just a special teams guy,
Yeah.
the pressure that comes with it is like almost debilitating. I think Brandon Brooks even didn't play this year because of anxiety twice, right?
Yeah.
He didn't play because of anxiety.
Right.
And every
Shit is
Sunday,
heavy, man.
every
We're gonna have
Sunday you get
Saf
up.
on. He went through some shit earlier in
Yeah.
the year compared to now.
Every-
We'll ask him about that shit.
Every Sunday you wake up and you're like, all right, don't get exposed. Like, make sure you're on your shit. Like every week is like literally a borderline anxiety attack because you only get so many.
And
You
you
only get so many,
you
it's so
battle
hard.
your mental all the time.
Yeah.
Because you can't
Better
help
with
but
your
see
hands.
some
Better with your
certain
hands.
shit.
Better with your
Yeah.
hands. Have
Yeah.
your hands. Don't lean. Make sure you do this. Like I don't know this for you because you don't go up to the line every single play, but I'm going up to the line and I'm like, every play, whatever play it is, I'm like, all right, make sure your feet, you take this step. Make sure you take this step. Make sure you take this step. Make hands. And as soon as the ball's up, hands.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
No
like playing,
doubt.
and you have to keep like these little keywords in your head,
Right.
so you can play fast. You can't be like, well, if the safety does this, and you have to. What if he pinches? It's like, okay, landmark, hands, feet, go.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck.
It's like, okay, yeah. It's like, okay, this is the call. These are the formations we have checks to. If they motion to empty, what's the adjustment? Motion to empty. If they line up in empty, what are we checking instead of playing that defense? Is this one where we keep the defense as called, or we got to change to a different one? And then if you say go out to the player, you bust or you make a bad play or something, you gotta refocus because you gotta lead the huddle. You
Yeah.
gotta give them the call. Stay focused, dude. It's
And then if you have a bad play, you go off the field. Everyone's like, "Hey, dude, it's cool. You're good. You're good." And you're like, "Fuck, you guys know I just fucked up. Like,
yeah.
how am I gonna?
Hey, stay in it. You're
stay
fine.
in it. You're
Fuck
fine." And that makes you more like, "Fuck, what if I'm not in it?"
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then you go play again, and you're like, the best way to do it. Anybody who plays football out there, high school, college, or NFL, if you like are like, "Oh fuck, I have a hard time with that," because I do. Everyone does.
Every player
Everybody
does.
has a hard time of like, we're not want to let your teammates down. Obviously, you want to look good in situations. If you fuck up, just move on. You can be depressed about it later.
Yeah.
So I do. I go home. I just get depressed.
Yeah.
I look at my wife and say, I just want a nap.
Yeah. And
She needs to take a
hey,
nap right now.
what I tell myself when I messed around with you with the bean stuff yesterday, no one's coming to save you.
No one's
you gotta
coming to save you,
You
yeah.
were gonna have to figure it out on your own,
Bro,
in your own mental head.
It's a lonely world if you're having a tough game.
Yeah.
And everyone's sliding to the right and you're by yourself and that dude's licking his chops.
Right.
He got you early in the game and he's thinking he's going to fuck you up for 2 more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and people will be there to support you and try to give you quotes. It's like, we could be on the phone or something, and you try to pick me up, or I try to pick you up, or give you perspective on something. I don't know. But it's still up to the person receiving that comment, like,
How are you going to handle it up top?
yeah. It's like, okay, that sounds nice, but those people can still stay beating themselves up. It's a fucking full psychological battle out there,
Dude,
bro.
it's wild out there. It's crazy.
In life, all of it.
That's why people look at other players and are like, how do they not pan out? How do these dudes not, like, how is he's this fast, he's this, that? How do they not pan out? Like, a lot of times that shit's mental.
Yeah.
A lot of times dudes are, they don't know the playbook and they still get thrown in the fire because they're that high of a draft pick, and then they don't do well and their confidence gets shot, and then they're afraid of fucking up, so they play even slower. And it's like, how'd this guy not be able to do it? It's like, dude, this shit, like, if you make it more than 3 years in the league, like, good fucking for you, dude. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Like, that's awesome, and everybody should respect that because it's hard. And, like, me and Will are super lucky. Like, very lucky to be,
Yeah.
make it this far. But it's tough, dude. It's really, really hard to play at a consistent level every single week. That's tough stuff.
Do you guys have those conversations often? Like, obviously, there's a huge, competitive component of it between everybody in a locker room. Do people talk about that kind of mental side of things often?
What do you mean do you guys talk about it? Like, is it me and Taylor? Or are you saying guys in the locker room?
Guys in the locker room, yeah.
You have conversations. I wouldn't say it gets to a point stuff will come up, and guys won't admit if it's something on like social media or something that's bothering them. Like, sometimes you might just have an intuition of what they might be bothered about, and so I'll try to give advice if I feel like I know what might be going on with them. But dude, I think the thing is, like, no one is alone in feeling all those things either. Like,
Right.
you start to figure out that everyone, once you get to know people, and then stuff gets, like us, we talk about stuff all the time, and you start to figure out, like, these dudes go through the same shit you go through.
The thing that's crazy, too, is you see the dudes like, man, I'm the shit. The dudes that post the most stuff about their workouts or their this or that. I'm not saying all of them.
Right.
By no means.
Sometimes they're the most insecure ones.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
Sometimes, yeah.
Absolutely. Sometimes they're the most insecure dudes. Like, look at me, look how hard I'm working. Look how hard I'm working. Like, Now if I fuck up, then you can say, well, at least he worked hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never videotaped a workout in my entire life. I've never done it for the purpose of like, I don't want that. I don't,
Right.
and it might be a insecurity as well. Like, I don't want people to see me do this work and then
Like
fail.
some reverse insecurity. Like, I'm not doing this, but then maybe.
Yeah, but I'd rather I'd like, you grind by if you grind in the weight room, dude, it'll show. It'll absolutely show. But I just think a lot of times dudes are like, they're so insecure that they're like, and we were talking about this in the last podcast. This podcast has been fucking so many hours right now. But if NFL is ego. It's like, it's so built. Your whole life, you were good in Pop Warner, and you were the shit. And you were the best player in your Pop Warner team. Then you went to high school. Then you get offers, and no one can tell you what to do because you're the fucking golden boy. And then you get to college, and you're
And
whatever
coaches got to
draft pick.
try and de-recruit you.
Yeah, they got to recruit you and tell you how good you are and all that. And then you get to the NFL, and like, now you're in the NFL, and all your boys are telling you. So your ego is so inflamed. But like every Sunday, it doesn't matter how big your ego is, dude. You sit there and you're like,
Ooh, yeah.
fuck, dude.
You got to come with your shit, dude, or it's
Get exposed.
man.
And you got to know your shit too, or something like that Davis play happens.
Like,
I wasn't. I fully was like, I was not on the same page of where we were going, and I got fucking exposed that way. Like, that shit fucking happens.
and it's easy to chirp too. Like,
Yeah.
like say, so the first time when I was chilling, right, and I'm watching the boys play, you know, if somebody made a huge play, I would be like, put big Ferkser guy, big something guy. Would just say something, and you'd see stuff, and you'd see people tweet and comment, and this dude, oh, cut him, he needs to be fired, or people chirp, and there'd be times I'm watching, and you think about maybe commenting, and I would literally thought in my head like, Will, don't comment or don't tweet or say anything about guys playing a certain way, because your ass might get called up and you might be on that field again, and you're gonna have to come correct, or
Yeah.
you will be kind of put up there. So that's where I started to. It was like weird living on both sides. Then you get in, you're happy you never said nothing, and like, yo, I'm out there on the field now. Now it's time to put up or shut up. Like, that's where it tells me like, dude, it's so fucking easy to spectate and kind of throw stones too. And it's like when you live on the other side, you get affected by thinking about what so and so might say. I don't know. It's such a weird dynamic, and it all comes back to your brain and how you handle shit.
I have a harder time when someone's like, you're a shitty football player. I'm like, fuck. That hurts more than people telling me you're a shitty person. Because when people say, oh, Taylor Lewan's a shitty person for X, Y, and Z, it's like, well, they don't really know me.
Yeah.
You can justify that, like, well, they don't really know me, so like, fuck, like, it doesn't matter.
Right.
If you think I'm a shitty person because of, you think this happened or that happened or these things, it's like, well, you need to know the whole story, because maybe if you took 10 minutes, you'd figure out a little bit more. Then that's just something you just could find on Google or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like football, like they say, eye in the sky, don't fucking lie.
Eye in the sky,
and,
don't lie.
And the people, like, if you have as an offensive lineman, if you have one bad play, like, you had a bad game. Like, people, because it's like really the only position, maybe corner, that if like you get beat, everyone sees it. You get a flag, it's
You miss
bad.
you miss a one-on-one tackle or stiff armed.
Oh, get that
Everyone
Henry,
sees it.
Get that
Yeah,
Henry
that
piece
Henry.
right in the right.
Like,
in the
people
face.
were going after Earl Thomas, one of the goats of being a safety.
Yeah,
of
but
all
he did
time.
both. Like, you gotta watch when you talk shit.
You did?
Dude.
True,
Gotta
true.
watch when you talk shit.
True, but at the same time, this man literally is doing exactly what you're coached to do. He's trying to chop down that
Yeah,
stiff arm,
Derek's strong
dude.
as fuck.
And you like can't get that stiff arm down, and people are coming. Yeah, obviously he did chirp, so you get the clap back.
Yeah, get that clap.
That clap back, dude.
Don't. That's Crystalia's thing. You can't steal her thing.
I'm thinking,
You're doing it.
we're
I know
gonna-
you're doing it.
we're gonna- dude. When you get stiff arm, like, you got to be careful talking
Don't
in the
do
media.
it. Don't you fucking dare,
Because
dude.
if you get that clap back,
Yeah. What happens?
dude, it's tough to come back from.
Don't do
When
that.
you just get that clap back, dude, and everybody gonna get got at some point.
Everyone gets got at some point, baby. Everyone gets got at some point, dude. Have you turn this shit off, dude?
Hang
That's
on,
not
he's
our
gonna
job.
ask an important question.
Yeah, dude, football's hard. Have you seen Terry Tate, office linebacker?
No,
Terry Tate, office linebacker. You never seen
I
that?
don't think so.
Where the dude's like, people are working like at a 9-to-5 job, and then like there's this jack black dude. His name's Terry Tate. And he's an office linebacker. If people are fucking around the office, he beats the shit out of them.
No,
You
I've
know- you
never
never
seen
seen it?
that. No, that sounds awesome
Yeah?
though.
You know you don't put a cover sheet on your TPS report. That ain't new, Jerry.
no matter
Oh,
what you
Terry.
say,
Hey, Janice.
I still haven't
You
seen it.
motherfucker. Bro, I wish people at the regular jobs had people like that. to like go, well, fuck, it's not funny to you. But if you've seen Terry Tate Office Linebacker, like, that shit's fucking funny, dude. So fuck you. It was funnier when I did that joke, Will. It was funnier when I did that joke, bro.
Okay. Have your moment.
Here it is. Bask in it, dude. Welcome back, dude.
Bussin' with the boys.
Bussin' with the boys. This has been a solid part 2 podcast. I feel like we go part 3, honestly, right now.
We will at some point. We'll do it. We do it, don't give a.
Don't go.
It's our pod. It's the boys' pod.
And we'll do whatever we want. Cause us.
Cause us.
Cause us, dude.
God. Yeah.
All right. Let's get the fuck out of here,
Rate,
dude.
subscribe, share.
Oh, yeah.
Do literally everything. Do the most.
Dude.
Do the absolute most.
Even if you don't like listening to us, dude, just do us a favor. All right? Go Instagram, Twitter, Bussin, WTB. Follow. Like every photo, dude. Be that nuisance. Like every photo. Go to YouTube. Go to your Apple playlist, podcasts, Google Pods, whatever. I don't know where you find podcasts.
Write a review.
Write a review, dude. Rate 5 stars. YouTube, go Bussin' with the boys. Got to write the whole thing out, dude. Got to write the whole thing out. Please subscribe. Because honestly, like, I listen to a lot of podcasts, but I never watch the videos because it's just I don't have the time. But if you have the time to watch the videos are way more fun. Because I'm looking at the camera right now, and it seems like it's just you and I talking right now. And there's a 87% chance you're a dude. Because that's how it works statistically. So I appreciate that. But tell your girlfriend. You don't got a girlfriend.
Speaking of girlfriend,
I'm just kidding, bro. You might have a girlfriend.
My fiance texted and was like, "Hey, listen, I know what you say. Like, I know we live together or something."
Yeah.
And she's like, "It would be nice if you just let me know that you're gonna be home a little later than you said." Just a quick text,
Taylor texted me an hour ago and said the bean is ready for bed, bathed in PJs. Whoops. Worst fucking dad ever, dude.
Worst fiance ever. I was like, I literally said sorry like 8 times in a row.
Did you? I haven't even texted back yet. Like, Tay's gonna be cool with it, but I feel bad because the bean, man.
Yeah.
And we gotta go fly somewhere to New York. What time's our flight tomorrow?
Like 7:30.
You want to carpool? Might as well.
I mean, I was gonna Uber.
We fly. Well, why don't I just pick you up? Because you can valet your car. And we're coming back. We'll be back that night.
It's not me. Can pick
Big
the boy
things
up.
happening with the bus. Subscribe, rate 5 stars, everything. Natural Light Seltzers. Best way to get Best way to get uncomfortable is to be best way to be comfortable with yourself, who you are as a person, be uncomfortable in general. Okay? Seltzers. Drink them. And if you get some tough guy coming in your face, dude. Whoa. You get some tough guy coming in your face, bro.
Just fucking coming in your face, dude.
When you're finished, dude, get the seltzer and you're fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your preference is. It doesn't matter what you do. You're for the boys. Have a seltzer. I enjoy seltzers. Okay? Judge me. Judge me, dude.